Welcome to Heart of the Hustle Hotseat. I am here with Ana. So excited to have you here.
Thank you.
We're here today with CEO Moms Connect, and we're having a little co-working here at my studio today and hanging out for a few minutes doing our hot seat. So tell us about you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here and, talk about what I do. So I help wives and moms that are cycle breakers establish a healthy atmosphere in their homes. And we have our Christ-centered hub, which is a communitywell.co. And we provide just tools, resources, and community to help wives and moms establish healthy families that are going to flourish for generations.
And what does it mean that have they gone through some sort of a major change in their lives? Give us an example.
That's a great question. So it's a lot of times coming from dysfunction and toxicity and childhood wounds, not seeing a healthy Christ-centered family and not having a blueprint. And so just really, it could be any type of trauma. It could be growing up in a single parent home. It can be going through abuse and just not having an identity, not knowing who you are, not knowing what a healthy marriage is, not knowing how to raise healthy children, and just creating an atmosphere where you're healthy first. A lot of times we have wives and moms that have PTSD, severe depression, anxiety, just anything that impacts their mental health and impacts them as a person that therefore influences their atmosphere.
That's incredible. How do you work with people? I know you said you have a podcast. Do you do one-on-one coaching? Is it group? Tell us more about that.
We do a combination. So we have a hub where we have tools, resources, a lot of things that they can kind of download or walk through the pace themselves. But we also have services, coaching services, and we also have community events, monthly workshops where they can come in, because community is a big part of it, especially when you haven't had healthy community. And for a lot of our cycle breakers, they don't have family. They've cut off family because they're not healthy or they're not the right type of support that they need. So the monthly community events are a big one.
That's incredible. And tell us about the podcast.
Yes, our podcast is actually shifting really to support cycle breakers. It first started off with my own story of transparency and vulnerability because I'm a cycle breaker. So I talked about my story and we had people come in and share about their own mental health issues to break the stigma. And now our podcast is really to equip cycle breakers and be a blueprint to talk about really the practical things about creating a healthy home. You know, what it means to have a rhythm of a home where you have anchored habits like sitting at the table for dinner, having conversations. How do you do that? What do you talk about? What happens when you have kids throwing food and teenagers, huffing and puffing, and the importance of being consistent with that because it's not going to be perfect. But things like that and having those conversations, as well as guests come on and, professionals, therapists that can give tips and just, more resources for our cycle breakers.
That's incredible. Where can people find you if they want to learn more?
Yeah, the communitywell.co, my Instagram, as well as Ana Tibisay Ayobiojo, my Instagram as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.